My name is Danny, I am a wildlife photographer and I am currently caring for 4 baby red squirrels. I've been living in North Sweden for 3 months now and I quickly fell in love with the red squirrels. They are extremely charismatic, utterly adorable, and as someone who comes from London, it is a pleasure to see so many up close. I was particularly fond of one red squirrel, who I named Remy after the rat in Ratatouille. She was always the first to try on my photography setups, and she was extremely confident and comfortable with my presence. But unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, I found her body next to the road, and she had been hit by a car. I was devastated. Not only was she my favourite red squirrel, but somewhere in the forest she had a dray with young kits, the baby red squirrels. And I came to the forest, I sat here, I reflected, and suddenly I saw something hopping in the grass. I stood up, and it was a baby red squirrel. That afternoon I stayed in the forest for 7 hours to see if any adult red squirrels would go up the tree, and none did. And I was pretty confident this was Remy's baby. That evening I spoke to several wildlife rescues and sanctuaries, and the advice I was given is that these red squirrels were too young to survive on their own. The next day I came to the forest with the idea that I was going to somehow capture these baby red squirrels so that they could be reared in captivity. A little bit impossible because they are small but super fast, and they were quite nervous of my presence. That afternoon I was amazed to see 3 baby red squirrels eating the food I had left. From that day onwards I have spent 4 to 6 hours every day in the forest feeding the red squirrels a mix of peanuts, sunflower seeds, apple and pear, and of course providing them with water. And to my amazement, they have all survived, and 4 days ago I realised there are actually 4 baby red squirrels and not 3. A couple days ago, one red squirrel went viral on Twitter. I posted a video of a baby squirrel making happy squeaking noises whilst he was eating some food. And the video has been watched 12 million times, and baby Pear is now a little celebrity. I will continue feeding the baby red squirrels for 3 to 4 more weeks until they are self-dependent, and then I will reduce my feeding. I am amazed to see that they are already displaying natural behaviour even though there isn't a parent here to teach them, and they have started caching the food I provide them, which means that they take a peanut or a sunflower seed and they bury it into the ground for a time when there is less food. I can tell the baby red squirrels apart from their fur colour and their ear tuft length, and there are 3 males and 1 female. They have been a dream to photograph because they are so utterly cute. Are you having a scratch? But one of the issues I had to begin with is that because they are so small, any stick that got in the way would look gigantic compared to them. So I actually would go around the forest and remove any small sticks so they wouldn't get in the way of photographs. These guys are going to finish their lunch. Back to Chris and Megs in the New Forest.
What an amazing thing. You know, I've been following Danny on social media for, well, we've known each other for like at least over a year now. We, you know, communicate quite a lot. And when she went out and moved to Sweden, she was doing lots of different amazing photographs. She's got some amazing images. And I saw when she started posting photos of this female red squirrel, Remy, who became really popular and we were following. And of course, when she found that she'd been hit by a car, it was absolutely devastating. But that relationship that she's now formed with those kits is remarkable, and the fact that she's stepped in to help look after them, maintain them, keep them going so that when they are old enough to be more independent, they can go off. Isn't it like, I love that kind of connection.
Yeah.
You're doing things for
and they're in the
nature.
wild. She didn't have to take them in captivity. She couldn't catch them anyway, and they're better off in the wild, but she's still been able to provide them with a nutritious diet, with their pear, fresh pear every day.
Baby pear, that's what they call the little ones called baby pear.
And it's one of those absolutely magical moments where human and animal interconnect, and it just happens to be one of the cutest animals, honestly.
And if you want to keep up to date with the cutest animals and you want to see lots more of Dani's amazing photographs, you can follow her on Instagram at Dani, D-A-N-I, Connor, C-O-N-N-E-R, wild. So you can find her on Instagram, and she's got some brilliant photos of UK wildlife as well as wildlife in Sweden, so make sure you go and check that out.
Fantastic stuff. Now we're going to be on our soapbox.